making an all-star game there, and by doing that, showed everybody that he could start over.
And still, he's scoreless. Boy, they could use just a little bit of help from him.
This is his first trip to the line tonight. That free throw good from Caldwell Pope.
Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, his defensive quickness sets him apart.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Daniel Tice is checked in for Vanderbilt. And it's Hachimura in for LeBron. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
No misses yet. You can't do much better than that, guys.
Lewis against Campbell. McCollum kicks to Daniels. Over Caldwell Pope. And the Pelicans miss again.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
And, you know, they've got to be careful because this is when the team concept breaks down and guys start playing hero ball.
New Orleans has gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Wagner passes to McCollum to halt the run. It doesn't go for him. Nice D from Russell. And Los Angeles guys shooting the ball really well in this game, 58%. Here's Campbell, laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Campbell's got 18 points just in the second half.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
Lewis misses.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And you know what? He's not going to give up an easy finish at the rim. I mean, that's just against his constitution.
This is his second trip to the line in this one.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
He's been a completely different guy at the line this season. I mean, last year, you weren't sure what you were going to get when he got to the stripe. There's no way we could have expected such a huge increase in those free throw percentage numbers.
There's 1:26 left to play here in the third. Three-pointer, Daniels hits it from three-point range. Daniels has got 10 points in the game.
You know, maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot that D can afford to give him.
Here's Campbell, and oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. The first one falls. Los Angeles making a switch here. Reeves is checked in, and so he hits both. Poked loose. And so it's McCollum. He'll bring it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. So it's off to Brooklyn after this game as they have the Nets to look forward to. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip. And it's Wagner missing.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Los Angeles calls timeout. New Orleans making a switch here. Pass to Jones. Here's Alvarado. It's Ingram on the wing. And the Pelicans miss again.
Wide open, and still, surprisingly, he wasn't able to cash in.
So the Lakers 5 right now. We got Daniel Tice. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope is out there with Hachimura. Then there's Campbell, and it's Schroeder in at the point guard position. Count it, good.
Hard to imagine them losing this game if they can keep shooting like that.
Not many empty trips for this group. It seems everything's falling for them this half.
Alvarado passes to Ingram. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. From outside the arc, the rebound by the Lakers.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
Here's Caldwell Pope. Good on the bucket. Caldwell Pope's got 4 this quarter.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
And great camera work showing up on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam.
Outstanding decision-making by Ingram there, working it to the open man. Really good possession.
Schroeder against Jones. Excellent D that time from Jones.
You know, even though they're on top in this one, you'd like him to be better out there because he's capable of being better. It sure would make things a lot easier, too.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
Out of bounds, New Orleans will take possession.
You know, I think he may have forced that pass when there was really no reason to.
Both teams deciding to change it up. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. On the wing, Nance wants to get it to Pearson, does. The shot comes out. Nice D from Campbell. For Los Angeles, they've gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. Caldwell Pope on the money with the shot from the left block. Caldwell Pope's got 15 points here in the second half. New Orleans has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. The pass to Jones. And with the play-in tournament, single-game elimination comes to the NBA, Clark. It brings tremendous ratings in the college game, and it's good to see it, I think, here in the pros.
I agree with you 100%, Kevin. Absolutely. I mean, the midseason tournament might also have that same kind of appeal. I think those high stakes really make for compelling, dramatic viewing.
For Los Angeles, they've gotten into a pretty good groove, going 6 of 10 here in the final quarter. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Free throw drops for Campbell. And Campbell drills both of them.
He's simply just willing himself to the line here.
Here's Pierce. Outside, Jones. Hachimura comes with the double team. And Hayes kicks to Jones. Pass to Pierce. Shot clock at 6. Jones, the pass to Hayes. Pierce with a wide open look. Offline with his 3.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
And the shot goes in.
That's a textbook example of how to move the ball. Boy, you got to love that action.
Cullen passes to Jones. Pierce against Campbell. Pass to McCollum. Shoots over Schroeder. McCollum, no good.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
And Tice throws it down.
And although an undersized center, more than making up for it with some serious hops.
Here's McCollum. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And the way C.J. McCollum, Greg, can get a shot up while moving, that's a big part of his game, isn't it?
Yeah, very few players can shoot as well as McCollum on the run. Applies for his pull-up jumpers or when he's falling out of bounds. McCollum, one of the best in the league at it.
Daniels, he's checked in for the Pelicans. And the Lakers also making a change. Payton's checked in. Here's McCollum. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That one on Caldwell Pope.
And crafty move by McCollum there, making sure he initiates the contact before letting the shot go.
The first free throw is good. The leadership of the NBA Players Association, Greg, has said they support expansion. And 2 cities which seem to be the leading candidates, Seattle and Las Vegas. What do you think?
Yeah, well, I love both. Had the good fortune of playing in both cities, and I'd love to see a team in my hometown. But bottom line, more teams means more jobs, and that's a sentiment I think most can get behind.
And so it's McCollum with it. He brings it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. And Caldwell Pope gets the basket. Caldwell Pope's got 8 points in the quarter.
Yeah, and once he gets the switch turned on, Caldwell Pope is not going to be slowed down. He can heat up quickly.
Pierce kicks to McCollum. There's 1:40 left to play in the final quarter. Daniels, no good. LA's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Campbell throws it down.
Yeah, first and foremost, he's a pass-first team player, is Caldwell Pope. Love seeing that.
The Pelicans shooting just 33%, struggling to get good looks.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance.
For the Lakers.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some...
My goodness.
Oh, he's putting on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game.
Well, when you know it, you got to show it.
Pass to Caldwell Pope. And Pierce over to help. Three-pointer, Payton. They get it back.
Terrific play there. He gets to the long rebound, which keeps the clock running.
Three-pointer, Daniels. That one misses. And it's the Lakers the other way. Here's Campbell. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Free throw drops for Campbell.
Foul.
The Pelicans making a switch here. Murphy's checked in, and the Lakers also making a switch. Reeves is checked in. 43 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Pierce dishes to Daniels. Back to Pierce. Over Campbell. That one wide left. The Lakers with the ball. Tice passes to Campbell. That shot no good. Here's New Orleans. Now here is Murphy. Fires from deep. There's Pierce. That's good on the assist by Murphy. Here's Campbell. No good with the layup.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
And you know what, guys? That will pump him up because he takes a ton of pride in what he does on defense.
And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
And that's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For David Aldridge, Greg
I wasn't kidding. I really did get a tattoo that says 2K TV.
No, wait, this is real?
This is real.
That's crazy. When did you get this?
At Summer League.
I love it.
So where are you gonna get yours?
We'll have to figure that out for next season.
2K TV.
Yeah, right there. Maybe I'll put my win-loss percentage right across my face.
Okay, well,
Won't
not
be a long
great.
tattoo. All right, we're here at the 2K headquarters, and the dev team is working feverishly to get 2K24 out the door for all of you. And one big step in that process is actually happening inside right now. And today to talk about that, I'm joined by gameplay director Mike Wang. Mike, welcome back to 2K TV.
Hey, nice to see you again, Chris. Good to
right.
be here.
So I noticed we have some community members in there playing the game, giving feedback to you. What's it like for the development side to get direct feedback on the game early before launch?
Yeah, so we've been doing this for like 3 years now, this type of event, and it's been awesome. Like, it's probably one of the most helpful things we have because we work all year, and we're in our little silo, we're building our game, and we think it's in a good state, but until you get these players who play all year long, and they're representing the My Team community, the My Player community, you know, Rec, the pro guys, like basically everyone's kind of got their little representative inside. And they give us a great, their great 2 cents of like how the game is feeling right off the bat, what they want to see changed, what could be tweaked, what's terrible, what's great. And for us, it's just like, it helps us to take the game from where it is now to great, the next level where it needs to be.
What are some things that they give you as feedback that you take to the drawing board and kind of the team and say, okay, how can we tweak this? Or is it basically based off community feedback directly from these sessions, or are you looking at stuff and you're like, oh, this is good, they like this stuff, we got to kind of improve this stuff or tweak this stuff based on some of that feedback?
Yeah, it's pretty much all over the board. Like, we focus on gameplay for this event, and they come in with very fresh perspectives of 23, right? So they've been on it all year long, so their brain's there. They're still using like kind of exploits or things that they really like in 23 to try to be successful. So they come in trying to do those things right away, and they see that a lot of things have been fixed or changed. And so for us, it's helpful for them to remember, because we've been in the trenches for so long. Like, some of the things that they thought they'd be complaining about, like, oh yeah, we fixed that, 3 months ago. And so it's helpful for us to just be reassured that some of those things are gone. And now they gotta look for new exploits to
exactly.
beat people with.
Go break the game. That's what I tell them. Go break the game and be honest with Mike. Don't just come in here and tell them things you like, find things you don't like. What's it been like for you and all your gameplay team to like meet the community and interact with the community and then have them playing, the product before launch? Is it a pretty cool feeling to build that relationship? And you said this is the 3rd year in a row. How's it been over the years, and how's that affected the gameplay?
Yeah, absolutely. So we're bringing back, at least today, there's at least 4 or 5 returning people. So we've already have kind of relationship and a rapport, and the first time some of these guys came in, it wasn't like they're ready to just give us their raw feedback, They're trying to be polite, they're trying not to get in our faces on stuff, but now they're ready, they're very, very willing to just give us their honest opinion. And there's nothing beats the in-person dialogue, because we can be, on forum posts, we can be on Reddit, Twitter, and we'll get feedback, but it's usually not filtered, and you can't really get a gauge for exactly what people are complaining about. So when you can just have a conversation about things, and it helps them too, right? They can bring up points and things they don't like, and we can just talk to them about things and how the game is built, and they understand why some decisions are made, and they help us guide us too. They help guide our decisions of what what they think things should be like, and we can change accordingly. So the game is for the community, so we're always trying to just do our best to make the game that they want.
All right, I know the community wants to hear the details about 24, but for both our sakes, we'll just be safe and cut it off here. Mike Wang, thanks so much for joining us here on 2K TV. And for you out there, make sure to always send that constructive criticism.
Richard, we see so many high-scoring matchups in this league, and tonight will likely be the exact opposite of that.
Well, and that's what happens when you get 2 defensive-minded teams going against each other. They don't make mistakes, they communicate at a high level, and they play with a ton of heart. I expect this to be a physical, grinded-out kind of game.
Kind of old school, then.
Who doesn't love some old school?
That's right. And now the Lakers starting group. We've got Jared Vanderbilt. Campbell is out there with Owens. And there's Davis. And it's James in at the 3, the small forward. No good from Campbell. On offense, here are the Heat. The Lakers beat them last time when these two teams met in Los Angeles.
And they'll want to show that they're a much better team than they demonstrated last time out against these guys. At the very least, avoid another blowout.
If they can clean up the turnovers and make better decisions, it should be a much closer game this time around.
Vanderbilt's shot is good.
And it's always nice to get the easy look inside for your first points of the game.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to catch up with Eric Spoelstra a few minutes ago. Said priority number one is to not let these guys get going from the perimeter. Do not let them start getting open threes. It's a recipe for disaster. Kevin?
All right, David, thank you. Obviously, the three ball is a big concern for any defense. And here is Campbell following Kyle Lowry's three.
Right here.
It's easy to see why the Los Angeles Lakers are considered one of the greatest franchises in sports. Look at their history of winning.
You know, Richard, it's just astonishing the amount of titles the Lakers have piled up over the years.
And because of their success and the big market, it's LA. It is showtime. That's how they get players like Shaquille O'Neal and LeBron James. Players want to play in LA because it's beautiful and there's a winning tradition.
And Campbell drills both of them.
And it's a luxury to have a great shooter like him at the line. Very rarely see a miss.
Miami's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Lowry passes to Butler. Shoots from 12. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Davis looking for an opening. Owens passes to Campbell. And he lays it straight in.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Here's Hero after the made shot from Campbell, and they double up Butler. And the pass to Lowry. The tray doesn't go that time. The Lakers go the other way with it.
Slow going for him this quarter. The defense putting up a good fight.
And the basket by Owens.
And I love what the defense is doing, but Owens won't be denied his finish that easily.
And that outstanding drive and finish brought to you by Mobile One.
And the awareness of his footwork and body on that drive. Wow.
Now here's Drummond. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Well, if they're doubling you, then you know someone is open to shoot. So smart move, passing it out.
And it's slammed in by Davis.
And let's not forget about his athleticism. Dominant above the rim. Davis knows how to use his size to his advantage.
Campbell's shot's good. Campbell's got his second basket of the night.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
The Heat trail by 7. Butler with the ball. He's picked up by LeBron. Campbell against Lowry. Here's Butler. Lets it go from deep. The Heat rebound. And Drummond is right there.
And how about the force used by Drummond on that one, wrapping the play up with a big putback slam.
It's stolen by Lowry. Pass to Hero. Campbell grabs the board.
I thought he had that all sewn up, but somehow the defense just threw him off.
And Campbell throws it down.
With as much defensive attention as AD gets, those passing lanes will be open for him, and those are the passes he needs to make.
And the versatility AD offers is what makes him such a valuable player.
Offensively, he's a real handful given the array of moves and shots he has in his bag. But he's also outstanding defensively, too, able to guard multiple positions.
And here is Campbell following Kyle Lowry's three. Outside, Hero. To the inside. Heat moving the ball around. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Andre Drummond picks one up.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
And, of course, one of the league's longest tenured coaches, GA, is Eric Spoelstra. And he's having a Hall of Fame level career.
And you look at the ground he broke when he was first hired. Not only young, Spo was the first Asian-American head coach in any of the 4 major North American sports league and worked his way up from video coordinator.
Christie, he's checked in for Vanderbilt. Los Angeles leading by 4. Here's Campbell. Got it for his 4th field goal of the game on just 5 shots.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
And Miami shooting 33% here in the first quarter. Back to Hero. Stolen by Fresh. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. Russell with a wide open look. It's good from long range. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Lakers. Hero against Campbell. Oladipo, the pass to Jovic. He can't hit that time. And the Lakers will go the other way with it. They defeated the Pelicans in their last game.
Well, you look at the points they produced in that game. Great adjustments on the offensive end.
Coaches love that kind of showing offensively, especially on the road.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
All right, Richard, we're right in the middle of the season, right in the thick of things. What is your main concern if you're a player playing at this particular portion of the schedule?
Your main concern is staying focused on the game of basketball. We understand everybody's been traded. I've been traded. You've been traded. I've been traded on the deadline before. So your goal is like, how do I just keep focused on basketball? That is the hardest thing. So that's always the trade deadline. You're not worried about anything else other than how do I keep playing my best.
And the first time out of the game called for the Heat. They are coming into this having notched a win against the Knicks in their last game.
And guys, they walked into the arena with a certain kind of swagger, and we really saw it play out on the offensive end.
And they backed it up with their play, got production from everyone, and they were able to walk the walk on the offensive end.
Here's Campbell after Tyler Hero's bucket. Tice trying to break free. No good from Campbell. The Heat trail by 9. Here's Birch. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And all of a sudden, that man was just on the other end. Wow.
Now here's Fresh. He had a career game last time out. Bucket after bucket.
And he has flat out taken over this quarter. Keep feeding the beast.
And here's Hero. He'll bring it up for the Miami Heat. Pass to Campbell. And Campbell throws it down.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
It also allows them to play inside out, which will make them even more difficult to defend.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
They came out swinging, really setting the tone on offense, and the opposition has not been able to respond.
Inside, Hachimura. And the dunk by Hachimura.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
They came out and bum rushed them. Huge difference in activity level from both teams tonight.
Now, here's Oladipo. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Miami shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line. That's good. The Heat shooting the 6th attempt at the free throw line tonight. The free throw off from Martin.
And they're getting to the line a lot this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
So for the Lakers right now, Campbell is out there with Dennis Schroeder. Then it's Anthony Davis. Then there's Christie. And it's Hachimura in at the 4-man position. Now here's Fresh. He's got 18. And that one's good by Davis.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
The Heat trail by 15. Stolen by Fresh. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey guys, Fresh in the last game against New Orleans lit up the floor. He finished with 47 points and did his job on defense with an impressive number of steals. He racked up big numbers in what was a really good performance. Can he carry it over tonight? We'll see, Kevin.
Yeah, David, in stretches, he was absolutely dominant. Greg, he'd love to match that performance tonight.
This team needs his contribution. When he's right, he makes winning plays time and time again.
Expect them to go to him early and often. Don't want to let that hot hand go to waste.
Los Angeles shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight. Now, Hero. He's coming off a 37-point game against New York. Oladipo against Campbell. Miami no good on that time either. Los Angeles leading by 19 points. Down low. And a dunk by Hachimura.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Right about that. Seems like they haven't missed.
And here are the Lakers. They've got an 8-0 run. Kept alive. Davis. And it's Davis with the jam.
Look at how competitive Davis gets on the glass. He just knows how valuable those second chance shots are.
He'd have gone 6 of 14 shooting here in the second. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Now a timeout called by Miami. In your younger days, RJ, you had seasons where you averaged over 22 points a game. Some players later in their careers struggle accepting smaller roles, different roles. As a player, talk about that challenge.
Self-confidence is a weird one. Sometimes it can work great for you, and sometimes it can work against you. For me personally, as I got older, I loved finding the challenge. And the challenge was, how could I star in my role? Was it as a 10-point-a-game scorer? Was it as a 20-point-a-game scorer? Or was it as a 5-point-a-game scorer? Because ultimately, you have a chance to have an impact on the game. And I love basketball, so I was going to take any role you were going to give me.
What a great answer. So in other words, you've always got to evolve.
You always get to evolve, and it's always going to be adapt or die, especially as you get older. You have to adapt or your career is going to end. I would have never played 17 years if I didn't adapt.
Back door.
1:56 left now here in the second. Davis with the double team. Just 5 to shoot, and we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. And so here is Miami. Shot clock at 3. Martin kicks to Hero. The putback. It's good on the putback.
Oh, great timing. He is one tough customer on that offensive glass.
It's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going. Here he goes. No good from Campbell.
And one thing I liked in the first quarter was their aggressiveness to draw the contact, putting the defense on the defensive.
Hero, no good.
And another miss. Ooh, he's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right. Martin against Campbell. To the paint, here's Hachimura. It's hauled in by the Heat. There's a minute left in the first half of the game. Passes it to Jovic. It's Martin on the wing. He's covered by Hachimura. A wide open look here for Oladipo. And the 3 off target.
Okay, so if I were to say this was a disaster of a period for him, it would be an understatement. But hey, sometimes you got to shoot your way out of the slump, even for him.
And Caldwell Pope, explosive off the floor. He can catch you unawares with his dunking.
Here's Hero. After the basket by Los Angeles. Kicks it to Martin. Shoots over Hachimura. It's deflected.
And that's a welcome sign for sure. Hachimura demonstrating a willingness to want to improve as a defender. And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
Talk about execution on the offensive end. They're leaving nothing on the table right now.
It's caused them to pull away a bit. Let's see if they can keep the train on the tracks.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers rolling along. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. It's been a clinic out there by Fresh.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
I like how they came into this one with a game plan, and they're just going out and executing it. Terrific job.
The wing set for him, Hero and Butler. Andre Drummond is out there with Caleb Martin. And it's Lowry in at the one spot. That's the group on the floor for Miami. And it's off target, not sure why he took that one.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
And the man who many consider the greatest Raptor of all time, Kyle Lowry.
He said he plans to return to retire in Toronto someday. He's already had a street named after him there. And in time, probably a statue in his honor as well.
The Lakers have shot 75% at the stripe, 6 of 8.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
So he gets them both. Heat shooting 33% for the night. That's a big thorn in their side right now. Drummond in the post. He's guarded by Davis. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. You know, Richard, at this point in his career, we expect Andre Drummond to average a double-double every season.
Yeah, well, and let's just say most years he doesn't disappoint. He's going to go down as one of the greatest rebounders in NBA history. He's physical and determined in the paint.
You spent 2 seasons, Richard, with LeBron James in Cleveland. What was it like to play with LeBron?
Well, I like to think that LeBron was playing with me the entire time. That's the way I viewed it, but it was amazing.
I should have reworded that. I'm sorry, my mistake.
Thank you. I think LeBron James was outstanding to play with just from a camaraderie standpoint, and he always wanted to make the right pass, which, you know, for pundits, they complain about it, but for a teammate, you love it. You love playing with a guy that tries to play the right way night in and night out.
His understanding of the game must be off the charts, correct?
It is so ridiculous the way that he just sees the game before it's happening. He is easily one of the smartest players that I have ever been around.
And the Lakers have possession here. The Heat knocking down the tray. The Lakers have shot 8 of 10 from the line. That's an even 80% free throw shooting here. Prince is checked in for the Heat. He hits both from the stripe. And it's Drummond with the ball. He'll bring it up for Miami. Davis with the double team. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Davis. That's foul number 2 for him. Daniel Tice is checked in for the Lakers. The pass to Hero. There's the 3. Offensive rebound. Drummond is doubled and wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And it's the Heat with the ball. Owens passes to Campbell.
Hey, yo, come get this.
And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. The Lakers have been getting it done at the line, 10 for 12. Free throw drops for Campbell. And Campbell drills both of them. Lowry with the ball. 11 points in the game. They double him with LeBron. Back to Hero. Outside Lowry. Pass to Butler for three. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry. Butler's got 9.
And that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
LeBron passes to Campbell. And Campbell throws it down.
The selfless attitude of James when someone has